to wrangle them in. You know, gives them all the tips and tricks to be able to control this sometimes out of control squad. But we'll have to just wait and see. A true test now here for both of these teams to try to get themselves into that grand final.
It's showtime, baby. I'm excited. You can hear the audible here from the crowd. They're excited, and Kilios and Paper Thin are too. It is Fnatic versus DRX, semi-final number 2.
Oh.
Let's do it.
And Durka instantly going to be forced back. Going just for that standard Sheriff first round buy, and we see him do ever so often, but this time not able to find an elimination. Shot just a little bit late there to clip Buzz. He dashes up, gets himself onto the high ground swiftly. Going to be dropping down as that recon dart getting the pings, and instantly 2 kills going to be coming through. Buzz and Foxy9 end up getting dropped. Stacks with the classic will find Durka finishing off the low HP Jet as Mako getting caught out by Post, but somehow still managing to turn around and get that elimination. But now the spike is going to be dropped as Chronicle wraps around through Elbow to get the kill. This flashback and Stacks now left standing. Shock dart not connecting. Shots do come through. Stacks needs to line up the head, but he cannot. Leo gets himself a triple kill and gets Fnatic on the board.
But we're already seeing some kind of interesting things about how DRX wants to approach this map. Now, this is really well read by Fnatic. They've immediately got Durka there and Leo to provide support for this B attempted hit, but they're using the Cove to try to break through that front door. But that's not going to block some things like, you know, like the snake bite and those kind of things as you're trying to get through there. So kind of an interesting positioning of that. We did see something that I was really curious about, didn't get to touch on it during the pre-show, is Stacks using this Sova utility to clear the Cypher utility. Really going to be keen on how he does that. He was able to clear that trap wire at the front gate with a shock dart, but outside of that, it was just really clean stuff. And Leo, as always, immaculate with his timing.
Forcing Poster back, takes a little bit of damage, sends out some martial shots. No connection is going to be found. Obviously, no armor here for any of the members of DRX. So if Poster can get a hit, he will get a kill. The flash does force him back once more. Starts in the back, snake bite down. Leo picking up the Bulldog, able to find one. Foxy9, however, getting up on top of the Viper, finds that kill. Marshall can be recovered. In the meantime, flashback going on a bit of a long flank, but Alfie getting ready to swing around the side, and Leo, the 2-for-1 shock dart kill. Leo now up to 5, just 2 rounds into it. Only Poster as the casualty. Fnatic swiftly move 2-0.
And this is, you know, what makes Leo so special. In the first round, he gets a reveal that gives them
6-0.
huge value. Yeah, he's going absolutely nuts. And then the shock dart here, perfectly placed, just right on the money. The guy is immaculate with the timing of his utility.
Yeah.
And just the location placement as well.
I mean, I said this for Dariali as well when they had to go up against Fnatic. Playing Sova against Leo.
Yeah.
That's scary. And for Stacks, it was someone
way less
picking this one up
than Dariali.
Yeah. It's a very rough task.
On that agent is what I mean, not overall, obviously.
Now Durka taking forward position out here in mid, thrown over the top, trying to spot something, but they don't see Mako. He's holding far enough back.
Yeah, I think they were hidden under the box. I don't think they saw flashback either. So I think Durka is completely unaware of this.
Flashback, barely missing the opportunity. There is now flashback, roaming forward. Poster does find Mako. And this is a very poor start. The bonus round here for DRX. Would love to try to pick this one up, but Chronicle finds Buzz lurking his way forward into A. Stacks and Foxy9 now worlds away from each other.
And this is just, you know, flashback, not anticipating that Durka had pushed up that far forward. Got tunneled over on the other side, and wow, Foxy9 able to outdo a Chronicle there.
Does get a very nice headshot. Narrow window line of sight there, but Foxy9, 79 HP, armorless.
30 seconds
Durka
left.
Up in Hall as he starts to swing in. He spots him, but the tension is split.
Spike down A.
Suddenly it's all on to Stacks. Had a 1v4 2 days ago, but against Fnatic seems impossible. It seems like Stacks just going to sit here in the vent and just try to stay alive.
Yeah, this is now a save. Let's see if somebody kind of sniffs this out. Alfier, maybe. I thought for a moment might go for it. They're starting to ping the pillar, considering this area that Stacks might be. Nobody going to push far enough forward. Stacks here's Alfier and is going to get the kill.
Okay, able to bring something back, get himself one step closer towards that Hunter's Fury, but a 3-0 start here for Fnatic. Dominance being shown, and money going to be very rough as we go into this 4th round.
Yeah, and I will say the overall strategy for that round was good for DRX. It's just the execution wasn't quite there in terms of anticipating some of the movements and the placements of their opponents of Fnatic. So, you know, the spacing good, the hiding from the utility good. It's just they didn't quite read that Durka had got up as far as he did, and that really kind of turned the round on its head. It should have been an easy kill for Flashback if he had looked in that direction, but you live and you learn. I mean, that's why he's here. He's new. You know, he's a young gun. And so putting himself, you know, and the team putting themselves in good positions is the start. The execution is going to be the next follow-up step for those fundamentals.
Ping's coming down. Buzz just getting himself flush against the wall. Marshall in hand. See if he's going to be able to put that to good use. Chronicle and Boaster shifting across the site, but they're also backed up here by Leo. So 3-man stack, dash forward. Buzz trying to entry again, though. Okay, does get the Vandal, actually. Trade it off. Swinging around the side. Look, and going across. Flashback going to be taken down. Mako, however, able to find Boaster, but now Fragment Nade comes away with a kill. Stacks will find the headshot. Chronicle take it down. Mako gets himself a second. Cove on the ground. The plant can come through. Wrap around from Durka, making his way up through what would formerly be Cave. Durka actually managing to come away with a kill. Stacks still at a disadvantage here, given that he's got that Marshall, and Durka finds the headshot. Suddenly Mako, all on his lonesome, finds Alphier. He's one more, but Durka gets the headshot. The 4K for 4 rounds. Durka keeps Fnatic way out in the lead.
And that is one of those things that makes Durka so special. A lot of people are going to think about, you know, clutch players, and he's one of them. Boaster another on this team. Fnatic just stacked with clutch players, top to bottom, to be frank. Just absolutely insanely talented, cold-blooded players who have been there time and time again and get it done. And Durka, no fear there. Knew right where Mako was going to be. Able to outduel Stacks. Stacks had a nice headshot with that Marshall in that round. Some good shots with the Bulldog. You know, good space clearing there by Buzz to get up ahead. Didn't take a lot of damage on the entry. Even though they get spotted by Leo's utility, they're able to kind of avoid any serious damage off of that this time. A little more patience. Backpedaled just enough to get themselves the plant down at least.
Alphier actually with the setup over on B. But he's playing around A, but you can see Reckoning. No command. Popped here for DRX. Getting a quick plant in. As the wall goes across. Just blocking off that mid vision. So they are just going to be leaving Buzz on his lonesome so far. Bites now getting sent out. Buzz having to inch forward just a bit. Now the fragment as well going to be lobbed in. Forces him out of position once more. Plays up against the wall. Tries to rush forward. Spotted just enough of Alphier to be able to get the kill. But Leo spamming through that cage. Able to get the elimination. Now the Hunter's Fury going to be opened up for Leo. Hunting for a kill. Finds Foxy 9. Durka finds Flashback. It's all on Stacks and Mako to try to keep them in this one. Pings do come down. They find Boaster. Looking for the hold.
Uh-oh.
Interrupt all the dart clipping into the box. Stacks needing to spam, but Leo spams just a little bit harder. And with 2 seconds to spare, Fnatic shut down another buy round and move up 5-0.
And the responses here from Fnatic to a good start again on the round from DRX are so smart. Shows they've done their homework. Immediately, Durka heading out towards Pillar into mid, looking for that Viper player who is almost certainly looking for those long, late snakebite lineups that we used to see from Mako when he played Viper. Now it's Flashback, and he was out there kind of looking for the lurks and also getting ready to set up for those post-plant snakebites, but instead Durka's there to shut it down.
Now it looks like after losing 5 consecutive, this should be a tactical timeout coming through from the side of DRX. With Termi being, I'd say more proactive, but he wasn't proactive at all with them on the first day. He was willing to let DRX sit there and try to figure things out, but
it's like trying to divide by 0.
Yeah, he's getting involved now though. He wants to try to pump the brakes, and we did see this be quite effective just yesterday versus one under Thieves. Fnatic is a different beast.
Yeah, but exactly. No, first of all, absolutely on another level has Fnatic been in 2023 for sure. But this is the exact same score differential as when he called the other timeout. It was 5 rounds, I believe. It was 6-1 or 6-2, whatever it was. And that's when DRX turned around. That's when they got their heads on straight. That's when they started to figure it out. And again, I'm seeing okay things here from DRX in terms of being a little bit more patient initially, some good adjustments. to get the plants down on their executes, to kind of try to get set up. But Fnatic's execution is just way, way stronger. They're so talented individually with their mechanics. You know, DRX is having a tough time winning some of their duels. Sure, Stax and Mako are having some success, but you know, Flashback struggling a little bit here. Again, it's going to be tough for him all day today. It is a very, very strong opponent, probably the strongest he's ever faced that he's going to be going up against today. Buzz, a little bit of a weak start. He's had some good entries, but he hasn't quite been there with his shots.
Durka now. Operator in play, creeping forward, and will be able to find Flashback. Talking about having a rough time. Doesn't get much rougher than that now. The Neural Theft going to be invested as well from Alfier, just trying to spot where the line share of DRX members are going to be. They are held back here in a bit of a neutral position. As Stax gets the punish, so Operator down on the ground. Very nice little kill coming through here from the IGL.
I saw the pings come out immediately after the op kill from Durka, right to where he was going to stand, and Stax lined up the shot and got him. Really smart stuff there from the IGL.
Well, op still in play, and Alfier obviously no stranger to that weapon.
He's probably pretty good with it, yeah.
Still drifting over here towards this B site. Has the cam set up, has the drop wires. Buzz likely to updraft and dash over those. Could catch a follow-up player. There's the entry. Lands in center site, recon dart. Needed to be cleared. Push out of the poison orb. Leo able to find one. Tries to push in, tries to go aggro. Can't get it done. Swap over onto the Vandal, just holding it down now. Wants to push the corner. Alfier jumps up over the top, gets himself situated on the site, and then gets caught from behind. Mako taking him out. Last two players here from the side of Fnatic. Arriving through the archway, trying to make their way up the half wall. Knife flies by. Buzz just going to be forced back for a brief little moment, and Mako ends up falling. Stax and Buzz left alive. Stax would love to be in a disconnected position so that he can try to use Hunter's Fury if necessary, but Buzz makes sure that it is not. Couple kills go ahead and round out DRX's first round victory.
Yeah, some good stuff here from DRX, obviously. Able to withstand Leo. I like Leo's idea here to try to get aggressive, to try to catch DRX off guard after getting that first one, but Mako was prepared for it. This is just Buzz. We just said he needed to pick it up a little bit. Well, there you go. Great round from him, able to keep that back corner of the site completely under his control. There was a good snake bite there to back him off so they could get that kill on the Mako. Isolate Mako on that one angle. Buzz has no chance to peek out and kind of make that a double peek against Fnatic's attempted retake, so I like that from Boaster, but just a better response from Buzz.
Maybe Buzz is like a sleeper agent. You need to activate him. So they call the
like
timeout, and then they say the code phrase, and then suddenly his eyes just turn black, and he just starts murdering everybody in the lobby.
Whatever it is.
Maybe that's a secret.
Yeah. Termy's going to keep that one to himself, I'm sure. Stack's still sitting on that Hunter's Fury. That was a thing I was keeping track of in that previous round where I was wondering if he was going to find the ability to use it, but because of kind of the damage they took on the way in, he had to play close sight. He had to play up close and personal. Never really got an opportunity. Never needed it in the long run because of Buzz, but now they've still got that Hunter's Fury available for those post plants, and you know, that's something that DRX loves to do. Is they love to get the plant down. They love to then spread their side of the map. Get back deep. Again, use those snake bites. Use those shock darts. And now, in this case, the Hunter's Fury, as well as the Fragment, now that we have a KO in the mix.
The back away from the 0 point. Mako not going to get clipped by that, so no info gained here from Chronicle. They're going to start drifting over towards this side of the map.
Scanning ahead.
30 seconds left.
Maybe wanting to play within this window.
Oh, there's
while that 0 point is down, and the recon dart going to be coming through, and that's going to start forcing some rotations. You see Boaster starting to cheat away, but he doesn't get too far before that wall comes up from Mako, so now he's right back in, and Durka also not far behind. Working his way over, Chronicle trying to take the fight, is going to be down for now, can be rezzed if they can clear things out. Up over the top, Durka finds Buzz. Flashback gets Boaster.
Oh, the spot.
Ping continues to come through, the recon dart, lighting them up. Durka gets the kill, swaps to the Sheriff. Gets Mako in the head, Stacks over, arriving, does get Leo at the end, but Alfier is there to get the punish. The defuse comes in, and Fnatic do not allow for DRX to pick up 2 in a row.
Oh, the coordination between Leo and Durka, just absolutely stellar here. And the initial flash by Chronicle just a bit early with his timing. DRX able to pump the brakes enough that they're able to take him down and clear the site, but then Durka can get right up and over that high tide, and then he gets the follow-up from Leo with the recon dart. It isn't cleared fast enough by DRX. The shock dart to soften him up for the follow-up with the right click on the blades. And then he's good for it with the Sheriff as well. Just absolutely phenomenal coordination. And this is what makes Fnatic so good. It's their utility usage, it's the timing, it's the protocols that they've got built in that make them such a destructive force on top of their firepower.
Double push, getting ready to come through. Elbow up and over the top. Buzz shown out of the cage. Now the trap wire gets the catch, gets the reveal. Alfier gets the kill. Does get taken down. Flashback. He'll bring one in here for his team, but Durka pushing forward actually doesn't finish the job there. But now reaggresses, finds Mako, taking him down. Foxy 9, however, over at half wall. Boaster, last man standing in Flashback, has no HP. The 2K clutch from Boaster to close out the round. Fnatic now 7-1, absolutely dominant.
No surprise here. Boaster, one of the most clutch players in VCT, if not the most. I believe he was the most clutch.
Yeah, he was saying, you know, oh, I trust all of my teammates, not myself in that video, to get a 1v5 clutch. Boaster did have the highest clutch
That's
percentage.
a lie. That's just, I appreciate the humility, Boaster, but yeah, pop off, please. You deserve it. You are an absolutely phenomenal clutch player.
Well, now, multiple ultimates built up here for the side of DRX, but can they put them to good use? Reckoning could come into play. That pit also available now for Boaster, who so far decided not to invest it. Looks like Durka getting the spot on one.
Here.
The Reckoning's a good counter to that pit.
Foxy 9 up close. Durka taking a little bit of damage. We'll just back away.
See, now they're using the drone to check these angles, looking for that punish that happened the last time that they went through that angle when Durka had the operator. Not going to be there this time instead. Looks like it's going to be a full-on setup for a B hit.
I suggest you move.
Okay, Reckoning in. Leo and Alpha neither playing within this. Reveal onto Buzz. Gets cleared from Leo. Still just a sense of where he's going to be. Also gets some damage across on the stacks. 4 players strong. Mock, or rather Flashback holding back. I'm seeing a Viper. I'm used to saying it's Mako.
I know, right?
He's going to be lurking around window. No one really going to be pressuring him from that angle. Nunzard sent out from stacks, looking for a reveal, managing to get one, but Durka not going to get too punished. The health bars are just plummeting here. Foxy 9 down to 13. Mako just on the opposite side of the poison orb. Spots Leo, gets one, swings back out, trying to find Durka. Cannot win the fight, nor can Foxy 9 versus Alfier. The drop down, Boaster still takes down stacks and Flashback, trying to send out these bites, but the defuse is already being held, and it's already come to an end. Far too late on the lineups. Chronicle takes him down anyway, 8-1. As we go into round 10, Fnatic, no signs of slowing down.
And Flashback, he's really talented individually with his mechanics, but this is something that I've seen with him when going back and watching some of the VODs from the 10 event and here in this event, that sometimes he's a little bit off on the timings with his utilities. And this one should have come out a little bit sooner. I know he's trying to help on site. I know he's trying to get those rifles in. But in a way, if he can get that snake bite out a little bit sooner and then re-peek that angle, he can buy himself a little bit more time and opportunity to clutch that out. Just a little bit off there.
The only upside realistically there for DRX is that the pit did get invested from Boaster at the very end. Suppression here onto Durka, still lurking forward. That gun barrel for just a brief little second. Believe it did show, and now Durka looks like he wants to try to push the issue. Chronicle might be able to try to set up for a pop flash, perhaps. It's Buzz up over the wall.
Ooh, sees it.
And he sees the gun barrel, wants the head. Durka will have it. Stacks maybe in a position to try to get a punish, but still just has that Sheriff in hand, and Durka gets himself out of dodge. Spotted though, Foxy 9 will find Chronicle, picks up a quick kill. Swing on the corner, and what a headshot from Stacks. It's that one. Leo having to back away, does not get clipped by that shock dart.
And in the long run, this is all just kind of buying a little bit of time and space to rotate over to A where that toxic screen was set up from the very get-go of the round. Fnatic doing a good job recognizing that DRX wanted to put some pressure at mid. Not sure if it was the recon dart or something that gave it away, but they were immediately collapsing towards that angle. But a good response from DRX to get a couple really important kills. Getting Durka out of there is important, but now you've got Leah and Alpha who've just been absolutely nuts so far this map as well.
Yeah, Leo trying to get over here to reinforce Boaster, who's already been tagged down, but Boaster finds 2! Just spraying through the wall, the reveal, catching them all.
They walk through the snake bite.
Thrown up over the top. They got Hunter's Furium, but they need to get this spike down. Cove comes in, the plant coming through. Attempt for the spam. Cove now broken. Spike plant interrupted. And the kills are there. DRX, not a full buy, a decent round result in that context. But in the context of the entire map, this is a catastrophe.
Yeah, and they walk through the snake bite here, which makes him vulnerable, trying to catch Boaster off guard. But the shots ring out, and he immediately turns to spray through. So those Vandal shots give it away through that toxic screen that they're on their way in. It makes it all the easier because they took the gamble, took the risk, trying to push through his snake bite to get it done. And you can see Boaster's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They were doing it.
They just walked into me. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
Durka, quick peek stacks, dead. Here in the second to last round of the half. It's okay, Stacks. You can use Hunter Sphere in the next one.
Yeah, he's just never given the opportunity.
ADS from Alphier looking for Buzz. Chronicle opening up the door, able to find him. Foxy does reply, but he's not going to be able to adjust fast enough to actually stay alive and get the next kill, and that leaves Flashback, the young gun, all on his lonesome.
Well, very, very difficult situation, obviously. I mean, you have a pit if you can maybe get a kill or two on site. Spike is down, though, in that corner. And certainly with the angle that Chronicle had just a moment ago, it's going to be a challenging one, no doubt. Alpha now trying to contest.
He's moving forward. Spotted. Drops the cage, backs away. 43 seconds. Wary about potential reposition. Cam's there, gets the dart, has to be removed. Push coming through with a shorty, and Alphier going to be good for it. 10-1, potentially, I can talk, an 11-1 half. Getting ready to come through here from the side of Fnatic.
It's just wonderful to watch this Fnatic squad, just this well-oiled machine, the way they play off of each other, the way individually they handle themselves. Not surprised by anything DRX throws at them. They react so quick, so efficiently to any contact. And again, things that make them such a good team is their protocols. It's the way that they react to contact. It's their instincts to know when the pressure that's coming at them is real pressure, when it's a real execute, when they can really punish it, and other times when they can know they can sit back, wait back, let their utility, let this Cypher, let this Sova get that info so they can then punish if they're maybe just a little bit out of position.
Moving forward, does go for the jiggle. Swing out, Durka finding the kill. Knives, we're out. Durka doesn't need him. Has the Vandal. Foxy9 swinging onto the corner, does manage to take him down. Leo was on the hunt. Nothing otherwise found, but already the 2-for-1 trade up. Durka just an absolute monster. Cam set up here into the corner. Everybody from DRX, the 3 remaining players, inching their way forward. They still have to try to get through this nightmarish Cypher setup. Camera does get taken out. Buzz ready to swing out. Puts a couple shots into Alphier's shoulder. Doesn't find the elimination. He pushes up, gets himself settled within the Cyber cage, but now forced out of it. Great fragment there from Foxy9, reading the situation. Poster reading Stacks. Swings to the opposite side of the wall, finds the elimination. Now just 2 players left, and Chronicles out in window. Once again, the spike unable to be planted. Buzz last one standing, and Leo will take him down 11-1 on the half. Fnatic looking to make this a swift entry into the grand final.
Yeah, just beautiful stuff on their map pick. Durka's been absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, no, that's quite good. Even for Durka, that's quite good.
Unreal. And I'd say widely, I mean, you know, not that Durka hasn't been present, but it felt like it was less about Durka in some of their previous games to lead up to this moment. We weren't seeing this level of impact from him. A little bit quieter in their previous series, but here he is just roaring to the forefront.
Yeah, and a lot of times Durka isn't necessarily always like lighting up the scoreboard. He's still really, really good, and a lot of what he does, again, is he's so good on point. He's so good at buying the space and getting the info and doing a lot of the things that you want, that when he gets the kills as well, it's just like, this guy's so good. He does so much for this team. You know, he's just a powerhouse. And when he's popping off like this, you know, then what do you do? What do you do against this Fnatic? Because behind him is 4 other players who are absolutely cracked out of their minds.
Boaster, of course, going to be hamming it up for the camera. But Coach Elma Buddy in the back. It's kind of chillaxing, leaning back in his chair. Says, yeah, there's not much that I need to add to this. We only dropped the 1 round. Zermi, on the other hand, work cut out for him. Realistically, This feels like a GG go next. We have Ascent on the horizon.
Yeah. I mean, look, has DRX come back from deficits like this? Yes. Have they done it against Fnatic?
No.
No.
I mean, this would be an absolutely staggering and unprecedented run back. Of course, it would all start right here with this pistol round. As DRX shift their way over here onto the defense. 0 point from Chronicle. Not going to be noting anybody over towards the mid doors.
Right here.
As Foxy9 just playing forward.
It's going to be Stax holding on to the recon dart a little bit here. Waiting maybe for some pressure in the mid to try to set up a play with Buzz. Foxy.
Of course, Dirk is good for that.
Yeah, of course he is. Foxy learning the hard way. Durka is extremely accurate. Pinpoint with that Sheriff, that crosshair placement. And I'm really curious to see how this setup is going to go. If this isn't, I don't know if this is an A push through the tunnel or if this is going to be more of a mid wrap towards B.
I feel like Fnatic are just waiting to see if DRX make a mistake, if they make a forward move that they can punish.
My guess is this is A, not just because of this, but because of the trapwire placement in the back. They're going to try to cut through the tunnel here, so a lot of pressure on Foxy.
Also lets them circumnavigate the wall that was previously set up. Dirk is going to be the only one playing through that. Alpier looking to move forward. Head seen. The dink in and the confirmed kills. Foxy9 finds one. Mako going to be able to get another Foxy. Gets a second elimination before getting taken down. Dirk is swinging out, pushing forward. They're looking for the kills, and Mako actually able to find him. Leo, now last man standing, 75 HP, has to go for the reload, and DRX find themselves a second round victory.
Really well handled here by Foxy. Said he'd be under pressure. He senses it. He moves himself to the other side of the pyramid to avoid the recon, throws a flash over, stalls this up using that high tide as well to kind of box in the players of Fnatic. So him and Mako combining really, really well there on that defense, able to get just enough of an angle to find a couple heads, get a couple big kills, set Mako up for the follow-ups, buy enough time for the reinforcements to come in for DRX. So really well handled there. Really well thought out by DRX on that pistol round.
Thought maybe the force buy would come in. Granted, they just spend down to get some sheriffs and util.
Why not, right?
But at this point. But Fnatic, I mean, that's how trilled they are.
Yeah.
Say, no, even with this much of an advantage, we don't mess up the economy.
Yeah. Oh, and you get some practice, you know, with the sheriffs, because we've seen them be basically almost as good as a force buy anyway.
Yeah, I mean, this event has
Especially
had
with
some
these
insane sheriff play. Drone leading the way forward. Foxy9 just having to hide behind the pyramid as he does get darted. Buzz inching forward, might be able to get the catch here on a Chronicle. Does so. Armorless. KO falls to just the one shot. Durka now trying to push forward. Did get tagged up. 36 is Stacks. Now spotting him. 2 quick headshots coming through. This is my sheriff. It's a little bit better than yours.
Nice.
Just the no-scope comes in from Buzz. Last man standing. Poster. Let's see if he can do anything to take some of these guns away from the hands of DRX. Pushes up through the wall. Foxy will claim him. So flawless for DRX to get themselves up to 3. But now we go into the buy round for Fnatic.
Yeah, and this is already a must-win bonus for DRX in a lot of ways, and I can see Stacks upgrading to a Vandal in there. So 3 Bulldogs, a Marshal for Buzz still, and a Vandal for Stacks, knowing that they'll have enough money for a buy after this round so they can afford to squeak in another gun here. Try to really get this one going. But Leo only not too far away from a Hunter's Fury already. The solid start he's had in this half. Immediately going to be the 0 point for Foxy. Is going to catch a couple too, so that's, you know, that's good information, but it could be false information with 3 players heading towards mid.
Yeah, the cage just sprint across, get themselves over towards the double door. Foxy9 relocating just very slightly. This Buzz not being given the opportunity to have line of sight, but it seems like a similar situation from Fnatic, taking space in mid and then slowing things down, seeing what happens, seeing what reactions they get out of DRX.
Yeah, and Foxy trying to reposition to a different spot from the last time they made this push to try to give him a different look here behind the boxes.
Dash forward, Durka entering now into the site. Rotations beginning as Buzz, as well as Flashback, try to make their way over towards A. Dirt not getting too much of a reveal there. Suddenly, Stacks was seen up on bridge. Spike able to be planted. Flashback arriving in mid, spotting one, gets the dink on the Boaster, takes him low. The fight lobbed in, not going to be able to find the kill there. Boaster gets away from it. He's swinging around, he's jumping up on top. Flashback, does he get caught off guard by this one? The answer is no, because Chronicle has already found him. Stack's taken down in the meantime. Swing onto the corner, the Guardian from Leo. They basically line up for him. Now it is all on Mako. Pushing out, finds one, but the Chronicle instantly there to attack from behind. The HP bars were so low. If he could have gotten a reaction, maybe he'd be able to make it happen, but nope. Fnatic, they want to be done with this map. They move up to 12, map point in their back pocket.
Yeah, and DRX here giving Fnatic a little bit more space, and Fnatic also, I think, opting to wait out the high tide. It's a good idea by DRX there to try to swing that peak, but Leo just too accurate with that. He's just so good, and what do you do against that? I mean, you make some good decisions there in that round as DRX. You show them a very different look, but I think Fnatic just too accurate. You know, can't win some of those 1v1s. Flashback gets one, can't find another Buzz.
Okay, snap over to this. Buzz, yeah, bringing the operator through. Managing to find that opening kill. Alpier as well, getting tagged low, but Stacks going in pursuit of that elimination. It's going to take it down, and Mako timing as Chronicle swings up through the top of mid. Sight completely open. Foxy9 going on a bit of a walkabout here, but the trap wire will intercept him, and Leo not far away, nor is Alpier. There's the catch. It's unexpected, but Foxy still able to react to find the kill, and now he knows that Alpha is in this position. Cam instantly destroyed. Buzz peels for him. Grabs the Vandal, but they still have work to do. Those are back sight. Snake bite to try and delay. Chronicle in the corner, waiting for Foxy9 to push up.
One enemy remaining.
Finds one. Foxy able to get the kill. It's low HP here on Boaster.
Boaster again.
And he's swinging around the back. Surely not. Surely he won't do it. Okay, doesn't go for the knife. Has some mercy in his veins, it would seem. But 13-3, utterly dominant from start to end. Fnatic. I'm not going to make that pun.
Come on!
Breeze their way through breeze.
There you go! I was looking for it. And yeah, Boaster, a generous god there, not going to go for the knife in the back onto Foxy. Just you know, a casual another clutch for him. Just so well positioned at the end. And yeah, very, very well handled here. Again, clinical stuff on the defender's side.
He's always got something up his sleeve as he took the elevator down there, but that was a blink and you miss it map, wasn't it? The fantastic Fnatic showing their prowess here in Tokyo, Japan. DRX, Seth, just light work on Breeze here.
Yeah, I mean, this was a complete and utter manhandling. Obviously, it's been a while since we've seen Breeze from them. It's also a completely different setup for the likes of DRX, because normally you would have Zest there to be able to play that solo for them. So, very, very rough, but now we have Ascent.
All right, when we come back, we will pick that map apart in more detail and move on to the second map of this series. See you soon.
Tom, we found ourselves outside here surrounded by Japanese food, British food, different cuisines. We've got some Japanese snacks here on the table. Are you ready? Don't cheat. Don't cheat. He's cheating already.
He's chewing away. I can see him.
We can see you. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna try these different Japanese snacks here, and you're gonna tell me what you think they are and if you rate them as well. What do you want to try first? We got candies. We got little biscuits. Okay.
Milk cookie. All right. Okay. Let's crack this open.
All right, you crack it open. One each. One each. And we'll see what this. I'm gonna try and figure out what this thing is.
I mean,
smells.
Vanilla, maybe.
We didn't talk about smelling things. You've gone for that. That's a mouthful. Right, Tom can't talk. Mitch, what's the initial vibes of what this could be?
It's like popcorn, right? It has a real corn flavor to it.
It's like the little rice cake things you get in the UK.
Okay.
We have something similar.
Okay, rice cakes. Rice cakes? That is correct. That is correct. Production are nodding, going, yep, that's a rice cake. That's good. Okay, that's rice cakes.
If I got that one wrong, I'd be a bit worried.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. But let's start getting into the nitty-gritty of things that we don't necessarily know what they are. I like the looks of these candies.
Yeah, what do you want us to try?
The squirrel candy.
No problem.
Squirrel candy. What's that? Okay, this looks, is it soft, spongy, Mitch?
No, it's hard. It's sort of chalky.
Chalky? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. What's initial flavor? Talk me through the taste buds. Test me through the magic.
It's kind of like Love Hearts. You know the Love Hearts?
Yeah.
It's exactly like those, but I can't tell you what the flavor is.
Mitch?
I'd go for kind of a strawberries and cream kind of vibe. Stronger straw, maybe raspberry. Raspberry is what I'm locking in.
So raspberry is what you're locking in. Tom? It's not squirrel flavor. What do you think it is?
Rabbit flavor.
I think it's a sweet of some sort.
Great.
Give us a flavor. Give us a flavor. Come on, you gotta guess.
What do you think?
It's sugary.
What is the answer? Do you know? Lemonade. Like a cider? It's like a pink cider flavor, apparently. Who knew?
Yeah,
Who knew?
I didn't get from strawberry or raspberry, so you know.
Okay, one thing I love, obviously, a big chocolate fan right here. Okay, I see a green, a brown. We recognize this, but what flavor could that be? Can you gonna break it, stick off, and try it? Want to do that? Okay.
Let's give it a whack.
Let's give it a whack.
I don't know why you go for a green color on a candy like this.
I mean, green is.
What does?
I heard.
Fail again. He's under pressure. Look, the pressure's getting to him.
I heard of all the colors of food there are in the world. Blue.
Okay.
It's actually green.
It's green under there.
And
okay.
it's so
Break
melty. I
break
can
off
see
out.
every one of your fingertips on.
That's
Wow,
why you kick out.
we are close friends. We are close friends. Casters.
Oh.
You remember earlier when you said that was a matcha kicker? I think it might be matcha.
Is it matcha? When I
Yeah.
said it was a matcha kick.
Yeah.
Tom,
Am I correct? Is it matcha? No way.
I would have guessed cookies and cream.
Okay.
To be objective.
But I stupidly gave it away earlier. I was going to use this one, but I think that's pretty obvious what that is.
That is an orange.
It's clearly lemon. What? Okay, next up we got ourselves, what are these? These look really interesting.
I think we're screwed with this. I can already tell by the package. I'm never going to guess what this is in a million years.
It looks like it's fiery hot. It looks fiery hot.
Oh, no, I can't open it. That's a shame.
I have no point of reference for what this could be. I do get the idea though that it's going to be spicy.
Okay.
From the packaging.
Well, let's give it a whirl. You don't seem like you're hot under the collar. It seems like it's okay. It's not too hot, not
Chocolate,
too
biscuity.
steamy. Okay.
It's nice. I like it.
Nice. Mitch?
Okay, this is outrageous because I've already said this, but I think it's cookies and cream.
Everything's cookies and cream to you. Everything.
I think I have a terrible palate. I'm learning a lot about myself today.
Okay. Is it what? Do you know what this is? Cookies and cream. Let's just do cookies
She's
and
looked at
cream.
him and gone, it's chocolate.
All right, to round things out here. This interesting thing right here. What's this? Share this pastry for me, or this whatever it is. It looks good. Looks
You
like
didn't have the budget for two.
No, we didn't have the budget for two.
Okay.
Shut up, Tom. All right, let's have a look and see what this is. Okay, it's snapped.
Which half do you want?
It's snapped. That sounded great. Is it like a crackling of some sort?
It already has a good aesthetic to it, a good feel.
Okay.
I'll say it's light, it's
Yep.
airy.
Okay.
It's another rice cake.
I'm getting a cookies and cream kind of vibe.
For the love, it's not cookies and cream, Mitch.
No, actually, it tastes very similar to this one from earlier.
Okay. Like
Sort
a kind
of
of
a-
rice cakey vibes.
Sort of rice cake for sure, yeah.
There you have it. There's our Red Bull Homeground 2023 snack tasting extravaganza. These guys enjoyed it, mostly.
Oh, bonus.
As did I. There were no cookies and cream.
Maybe.
None of them.
That could be.
Welcome back to Red Bull Homeground 2023, live from the Ryogoku Koguki-kan Arena, the traditional sumo wrestling arena in Tokyo, Japan. You see Buster there, you see the rest of the Fnatic squad getting locked in and ready for the second map of this semi-final. And you join us here on the desk, looming over the action. This is the the English broadcaster. That's a bit exclusive if I say British. The English broadcast.
How dare
I
you?
was gonna say, I don't think you know where we're from.
Yeah, that's true. With Achilles and Paper Thin talking us through all of the action. Semi-final 2 is underway. Map 1 goes in favour of Breeze. And Fnatic just goes in favour of Fnatic on Breeze. And they're just in their bag right now, aren't they? They look chilled, they look relaxed, they look composed, they're enjoying themselves.
Yeah, this was like the Fnatic that you're so used to seeing. It's so well coordinated, it's so well choreographed. and so much of it starts with Leo, also with Alpha on this defensive side, with his trap fire setups, with his camera setups. It was really causing DRX some nightmares. And like Achilles was talking about, with Stack switching over to this Sova instead of Zest. Zest, a lot of times, his job on DRX is to be the one clearing the Cypher utility as the Sova, and I didn't see a lot of that with Stack. So clearly he's still trying to kind of get in the groove of things.
I mean, you're talking about clearing the Cypher utility. How about clearing some of the Sova utility? Because every time Leo was sending out a dart, I mean, the guy knows his timing super, super well. He's just, you know, he and Calm, the best at knowing when they're going to get the most value out of their recons. But no one from DRX was breaking that. And that was something that was plaguing them a long time ago. You think back to when they were just getting A-rushed on Haven by Team Secret continuously. No one was breaking those darts from Jesse Batch. And the same issues were coming up here for the side of DRX. I mean, I think the video with Mitch and Tom had more action in it and was longer than the first map, because this was just complete wash, complete blowout in the hands of Fnatic.
Yeah, it wasn't as entertaining though, because Mitch and Tom, when you get them out of the studio, they are hard work. They give you nothing. Adam was dying out there. I'm kidding. It's a joy to watch Fnatic though, that's for sure. Individually, they are there. They are, you know, doing it big across the board, but then collectively, it's the same thing, a complete performance. So a complete package really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And again, it's such a awesome team to watch. Durka just absolutely phenomenal. You know, you can talk about all the utility support he gets, but individually he wins so many duels. He's so aware of the map. He's so good at reading the positions. He's the one acting as the counter lurker to what DRX is trying to do, and everybody knows it by now on DRX on Breeze. They want to send players out for those deep post-plant positions, and a lot of times he was the one disrupting that, winning those duels out there in the open. So again, this is such a strong, deep team. It's not super surprising to see them win. It may be a little stronger than I expected, but still, they're just that damn good.
DRX morale must be pretty low right now, but you know, they're very capable of rear view mirroring this and just full throttle going into Ascent.
Yeah, I mean, if you talk to any of the players in the past, I think that, you know, a couple years ago, this would affect them a hell of a lot more, but recently they have been able to very much focus on being able to move on and focus on the upcoming game. And they proved the champions that their mental can be completely unshatterable. The run back that they had versus Billy, granted that was within its own, you know, one map, was the most impressive run back that we have seen pretty much to date. You know, second probably only to Fnatic's run back versus Loud. But yeah, I think that they're going to be fine moving forward coming into this Ascent matchup. But this is still, it's not like you're going into a map that Fnatic is bad at. Fnatic really aren't bad at pretty much any maps, but this is going to be a lot more comfortable, at least for DRX, but we'll have to see if comfort is going to be enough.
Yeah, they absolutely have to start strong, really, to break what has been a rough turn of events for them on the first map there, as we now get into Agent Select paper thing.
Shocker. Shocking. Absolutely just blown away with this Agent Select. I couldn't have seen it coming. No, this is totally it. I mean, again, it's going back to the mental, just to kind of build onto that. Like, how many times have we seen DRX in the past go down on the first map and then win the next two? A lot, especially at international events. So, look, anything's possible. But again, for DRX here, you know, this is about getting these new players some experience, getting Foxy9 back in, seeing what he's capable of, maybe on some different agent roles, right? We've seen him on the Sentinels. We've seen him now on some initiators as well, as he is going to be staying on that KO. So it's really just DRX trying to figure out exactly, you know, what pieces are going to fit where for the next year.
Seth, are you back in the boys to take this to map 3?
I really, honestly do not know. I would love to believe, I would love to say DRX are going to come into this Ascent. We're going to see that same buzz that we got yesterday. He was smashing it. He had those crazy multi-kills coming through to help get the win over 100 Thieves. But I wasn't seeing glimmers of that in the first map. Maybe they just need a little bit of that warm-up. They need to get kicked in the rears, to get kicked into gear. So we can keep our fingers crossed that we can go the distance, but Fnatic, they look so fired up.
Kicked in the rear, kicked into gear. I like that. Achilles and Seth, as we get into our second map here, we do need big players to show up big time on DRX. Do they have it in the tank? Take it away, guys.
Let's see if they do.
You and Seth.
Yep. DRX, it's all right. Well, I was gonna let it slide. Paper thin. Such a jerk. Durka again trying to get aggressive. Will get punished this time. Flashback able to come away with the headshot. Alpier playing so ratty here. Makes his presence known right after Chronicle guns down too. And it all comes tumbling down. Shockdown at the ready. Leo just going to be rotating back over here up towards Heaven. Door shut, can be broken. It's gonna be right here under health. Shock dart still finds damage. Stacks 23 HP. Mako on the swing, but just a classic in hand. Same here for now. 4 Stacks trying to rush up, trying to get something. It gets nothing. Just the 1 kill found. As Fnatic get yet another pistol.
Yeah, just, again, reading what DRX wanted to do really, really well here off the rip. Sneaking a player right next to those stairs. Still getting kills anyway, with Chronicle holding short A really nicely. Tough stuff for DRX. The landslide that they are under continues as Fnatic just, you know, yeah, you get the opener here, but that kind of doesn't really set the danger senses off enough for DRX that there's traps set up on the other side of Durka's push out. And then it's just a clean run the rest of the way through. So again, you know, Durka gets the info and then Fnatic in a proper place to follow up on it and capitalize on it. So now DRX, just a Sheriff, a Ghost, going to be invested here. And oh boy.
It's into the meat grinder. Chronicle destroying 3 as they swing out. Ghost on the ground. Stacks just sat here within the smoke. Contemplating and wondering how things got to this point.
So I bet you're wondering how I got here.
Well, see if they can find any damage here.
Is it this map that actually has the record player on it?
Last player standing.
One of the maps definitely does, I believe.
Well, there's the record
like
shop
in like
on Breeze.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Thinking of that radio room on Breeze or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's a more engaging conversation than
this round. Yeah, it is.
Everyone's text
well,
working?
2-0.
Check it, please.
Move on to the bonus. See if Fnatic can convert that once more, or if DRX will be able to get things started a little bit earlier. In a flawless fashion. I mean, just sends out that 0 point. Easy pickings here for Chronicle. And there's just nothing else from there, you know?
Yeah.
The round is over.
Yeah, you got to get that kill on the Chronicle. Even if you lose 2 and you can find him, and you're committing the Ghost into that fight as well, but it goes down pretty quick. So, you know, Chronicle just so accurate. So far, 5 kills, I believe. That is going to clear that front nano. So, okay, good piece of utility work there done by Flashback.
Turret does survive, though. Managed to get rid of that. It's Mako just going to be backing away towards the spawn. Nice forward aggression there from Durka and Chronicle.
I'll be curious to see if they're going, if Fnatic's going to let Flashback get away with a lot of his B pressure. He was constantly getting deep into B main and not being really held back into the lobby area. And so far they're going to have to back off this round, though. Too much pressure from DRX in mid.
Leo at alley. Poster. Backstairs. And Alfia ready to swing. See when they decide to strike. Recon goes in towards B lobby. Does get the reveal out onto 1, but counter reveal comes through. Buzz able to capitalize on top of that one. Poster, however, able to find Foxy 9, and I think he was about half flash, but pushes up into his own smoke, ends up getting taken out, but now Leo arrives! Finds 2 quick kills, 5 HP remaining from him. Buzz able to finish him off. The spam comes in, Durka and Chronicle now arriving to the scene. Quick peek. Buzz able to take him down. Fragment into boats. Stacks actually swings out onto that one. Does go down. So they end up losing a gun. DRX will get the round win as Buzz finds a 4K, but they lose 4 weapons.
Yeah, that's painful. And the fact that Leo is able to find 2 kills here on this spray is absolutely devastating. I mean, great job by Stacks to be aware, but the follow-up here from Flashback needs to be a little bit cleaner. I mean, Mako's caught a little bit off guard. Flashback's ready. He's aiming right at where Leo's coming out, but just could not get the aim down in time. And you can see that, you know, this Fnatic team, you can't even give them an inch because they will absolutely take a mile every time. Just too accurate, too clean. Finding that KO, pretty good indicator of at least the early intentions of DRX. And Chronicle not going to opt to try to take any more space. Just going to fall back. But the rest of DRX thinking about re-aggressing here with the spike in hand as well. Maybe going to use some of this Sova utility to try to fake a B hit with Stacks. You know, so whether he sends the drone into mid, or maybe they're just setting up for a mid crunch from top mid now. But Fnatic not fooled at all by what's going on.
Smoke the angle off. Stax just sat here. He's going to peek it. Puts Durka quite low, but Chronicle actually kind of swinging through, managing to find the elimination. Foxy 9 going to be taken down. Flashback, finding one. Buzz works his way forward, dashes in, not ready for Leo to be up close and personal. Takes him out. Now Flashback in danger of getting caught. Draws the weapon back out, gets one shot into Alpha here before getting punished. Now Mako, last one standing. Spike still down on the ground. 33 seconds remaining. Has to work his way all the way
30 seconds
back
left.
up. Cat can get the Vandal. Have a bit of a weapon upgrade. Tries to scope in, but Alphier able to get him just a little bit faster. 3-1 Fnatic stretching the lead.
And Boaster's got him on download, man. He is really understanding what the lack of information that DRX gives over in the beginning of this round means. There isn't any pressure on the extremities. There's no pressure through A main. There's no pressure through B main. And that allows him to just call in all the reinforcements towards mid to set up and try to shut down this crunch. And yeah, sure, Stax gets the opener, but then the follow-ups are just even better. Again, the positioning and the awareness here of Fnatic and what DRX is wanting to try to accomplish is quite good, and we're going to go for a fast one.
Okay, rushing forward, but Durka, paranoid, doesn't matter, still guns down. Buzz, Blade Storm, value not going to be found. Push out of the smoke, Foxy 9, Mako, Stax, all dead. Sprays him down, Durka. One of the fastest 4Ks you'll ever see. As Fnatic are just playing with their food.
Not fooled at all. Just a B rush off of the eco. They know that Buzz has the Blade Storm. He did this previously when they played Ascent against 100 Thieves, and it worked a lot better, but that time Buzz was able to get a lot deeper, was able to get up and over the house itself where the switch is. And this time he opts to go for the Paranoid Durka. It makes sense. You'd think you have the advantage, but not against Durka. He's just too darn good.
Absolutely on one. It's Buzz taking some early damage. Down to 60 HP. All command there from Chronicle. Flashback able to find one. Good trade kill from Durka. That does leave him alone for now at the B site. Leo kind of hovering around in the defender's spawn. Jump peeking, trying to see if he can spot anything.
And Foxy only
goes up, Buzz. Ooh, trying to pull back, but again, Dart finding value, getting the ping out on the 2.
Yeah, there's no follow-up at least. If you're DRX, you can at least think that, okay, we're not going to get killed off of this, but Chronicle sneaking around this corner.
And the paranoia at the ready. It's not even necessary. He's already killed them before it hits. Buzz now picking up the spike. About to swing in. Great reaction. Does find the headshot. Takes him down, but they're pushing their way in towards both Bolster and Leo. Smoke dissipates. Nothing spotted. 60 HP. Again, still here on Buzz. Dash not at the ready.
30 seconds left.
Works his way forward as Leo. Currently just tucked here in hell. Smoke comes down. Do they try to clear him out first? No. The plant is being held. Mako trying to protect, but the headshot comes across. Now, recon dart. Thrown down, ping, not going to be found. He pulls away towards back gen. Instant headshot, Buzz. Finding Boaster. The dart did not connect. He sees him, but Durka then comes in for the backstab. A valiant effort from Buzz, but was not ready for the enemy jet to arrive. The fuse comes in, 5-1 Fnatic.
And again, it's the timings and the reads that Fnatic has. The way that Chronicle's able to scoot over into the cubby at short A right at the perfect moment and then step out right as utility is being attempted, or they weren't even looking at it, honestly. The paranoia there to back him up as well, and Buzz doing everything he damn well can, but it's just a masterclass. I mean, Fnatic just isn't, every time DRX makes a move, Fnatic has it understood. It's like they've seen the playbook, they know exactly what DRX is doing, and they are setting up counters to it every time.
Shadows traveling. Odin now in hand, Alphier with the off. Durka gonna get punished nice and early. Flashback again. Swinging out, able to find the kill, but now he gets tagged and taken down, so Leo able to trade it.
Let's
see, I mean, what starts as a very nice advantage at the beginning of the round, it starts slipping away from DRX. Getting very much the same treatment that we saw them giving to 100 Thieves.
And Alpha's got the op here, so this could be a little bit of a surprise. They dropped Durka, but Now they've just put it into the capable hands.
Flash out. Okay, now they know that the op is present as Buzz gets himself up on top of Jen. Enough sightline there to catch Foxy9, but Buzz coming alive. Gets rid of the enemy killjoy. Shock dart lobbed in. Mako down to 50. Goes for the plant now. One more shock. The recon all available. Drone from Stax trying to see if he can catch eyes there on Leo. He does not. He drones forward. Mako down in help. Now going to be spotted. I don't think the dart connected actually. But a Chronicle catches the ponytail of Buzz. Stax over at main. Hunter's Fury is available, but he's going to still swing out. Now it's all on Mako, and they know where he's at. They know he was in hell. And Chronicle, he will leave him there. The defuse comes in 6-1. Fnatic, look at his speed run.
Yeah, they're just absolutely wiping the floor with them. And it's like every time that things start to look like they're going to go DRX's way, they have a good entry here on the back of Buzz playing, again, really, really good. You have two of the best entry players, entry duelists in the world right now, and Buzz and Durka. They're having a good one, but the back lines here are still a little bit shaky. Kind of Stacks maybe over-peaking when he didn't need to. Buzz maybe as well there at the end. He didn't have a lot of room to maneuver, of course, but kind of stuck in an awkward position. And it's that owl drone initially from Leo. He's able to hold on to it there for that retake. And then he has it to get the info of where they're not mostly. And that allows them to find some good timings to peek and be expecting of those hell angle lookouts that Buzz took and things like that. So, and the A main hold, of course. So you know no one is on site, you know no one's on Gen. So you've got a pretty good idea that they're in hell and in A main.
Wow. Seems like 5 rounds separated is the magic number for Termi to pull the brakes. 6-1, tactical timeout, first one of this map used. It's so bizarre to see. I mean, Buzz definitely waking up compared to what we saw from him on that first map. The impact that he is having right now, fantastic. But it's very much lacking, and as you're pointing at your screen, I was about to bring it up. Foxy9, Mako, Stax, this guy's not finding much. Just the 1 kill for Stax. It's not often that you see Mako with this sort of scoreline.
Mako's had some awkward moments this event, to be honest. It's been a little uncharacteristic for him. I mean, obviously slotting into some new agents at times, maybe a little bit off kilter, trying to get sort of flashback into some of the roles that maybe Mako, especially like the Viper, is used to playing at times. So definitely seems to be a little uncomfortable, still trying to find his footing with the timings. How many times have we seen him get caught with utility in hand? Very uncharacteristic of a player of Mako's caliber this tournament. So, you know, look, you can't be good all the time. You can't be great all the time. As great as Mako has been, this one, a little forgettable for him, hopefully.
Well, the attempted shock darts to try to clear some util in mid, but the alarm bot still stands strong.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about previously with Stax having a little bit of trouble.
Drone forward, not spotting anything in market. It's okay, opening off shot, not connecting. We do get a cloud burst forced out of Buzz. Mako sending Paranoia forward, dashing forward. Buzz swinging in, Dirk up, ready for him, up in heaven, drops down immediately to see if anyone's going to be entering into the site. Pulls the knives just in case they do. Swing out, the instant headshot, Durka finding 3, dashes back up. Ace, not possible, but he can get himself another 4K potentially. Stax just stuck down into the corner, swung out, Shorty in range, not gonna get too much there. Stax will be able to find 1 kill to deny a flawless, but Durka continues to fly high.
Yeah, I mean, DRX there, there's nothing quiet about what they're doing here with the breaking of the glass and then, you know, the smoke as well from Mako there to cover the stairs. I mean, Durka full aware that they're going to need to be coming through that door, and there's no flash, nothing else to try to displace Durka from that angle that they know he's at, or likely to be up there potentially. He was down on site previously when Buzz had last seen him, but quite a bit of time between then and the follow-up, and makes it pretty easy for Durka, and then Durka pops the blades, expecting the full pressure with how deep DRX had pushed in, and able to handle it very nicely. Ooh, whiffs a shot.
The opening shot again, not quite connecting. Stays alive. Flashback as well, down low. See Chronicle just looking to be an absolute menace, holding down this B site.
got literally every ult for DRX here.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Be a forward. Buzz. Again, on point, managing to find one. Shock dart forward, flashback, not getting tagged by that one. Stays alive for the time being as the entry attempt comes in and Buzz managing to take down Durka. Turns, finds Leo. And what in the hell is happening with Buzz? Absolutely on one. I thought he caught that. It was flashback, but that is a thrifty win for DRX to get themselves a second round win. Unreal.
Well, you got to like the competitive spirit here from Buzz. Seeing Durka pop off with the blades in the previous round, he's just right back at it himself. Absolutely nasty stuff. And just in between the arm and the leg there.
Split the difference. Went for the jiggle peeker rather than the wide swing.
Yeah. It's close. This
Double
is,
push coming in. I mean, if flashback hadn't got that, I'm pretty sure Buzz would have.
yeah. I think the bullet just a little bit faster than the blade there. And incredible stuff there. Oh, Mako, you got to be careful. He might have been seen. I'm not sure, but.
Yeah, one way. Actually,
didn't
up
work.
on top. It does drop down. It's flashback once again, just trying to apply and stave off pressure on the B side.
Now you got the dueling ops. Durka and Buzz. Not going to square off initially. Chronicle sending a flash.
Watching here.
Just a check, but now you got Mako setting up for a bit of an A crunch here. Excuse me, that was Foxy9's flash. Buzz just getting ready to hold this angle and instead maybe a little bit more mid-aggression as nobody's really moving.
Flashback.
Wow.
Sees him inching forward. Likely saw the shoulder. Durka was scoped in. Kill now picked up. Push in through market. Alpha here. Is that within the smoke? There's the reveal. Looking for one, but counter spam is looking good. They take him down to 18 HP. Site cleared out. Plant can come through. DRX going to have full control of this. Lockdown available here for them, but so too does Alpier have it. So we'll see if he wants to try to commit this into the round.
Yeah, and you got the Hunter's Fury for stacks to counter.
No command. Trying to drag it across, but Chronicle does manage to find it. Flashback gone. Smoke in, Mako trying to hold forward, catches Poster off guard, gets the elimination, but Chronicle comes up with 3. Buzz finally strikes him down. Mako picking up 1, but they need to try to get rid of this ultimate. Leo has the covering fire. A small space to work in. Buzz tries to go for the op shot. Chalk dart at his feet, not quite connecting. The swing in, and Buzz somehow nails the shot. It felt like Leo had him dead to rights, but Buzz will once again be the shining light for DRX. The lone one in the night sky at the moment here on Ascent.
It's hard to play it much better than Leo did there. Those shock darts were well timed. The wide swing from Chronicle catches flashback just enough off guard. But Buzz here, what a scope in.
Oh.
Wow, that is fast.
The drag across. Mako getting involved a bit. And yeah, I mean, you can kick yourself, but still in a 7-3 position here, Leo. I don't think it's too bad.
But you're able to hold on to the lockdown and the Hunter's Fury as DRX, so some opportunities now to try to set up a pick, maybe get some info, try to get something going for stacks. See if you can find an easy one, maybe spot out a player with some util or get something going here.
Go for it. Yep, similar to what just happened to Durka in the last round.
No.
Speaking of Durka, he finds stacks.
No, there goes
Takes
that
him
Hunter's
down in
Fury.
mid. Yep. Now a 3v5. Starting to drift away back through Gelato, wrap around into mid. Flashback, not really getting much of anything. Clearing out a little bit of that KJ util.
You know, it's interesting. He's been able to win some early duels at B main, but most of the time there's been follow-up from Fnatic that they have another player that they're kind of expecting his positioning, and they're usually somebody there to pick up the, okay, Flashback can get 1, but they're not going to let him get more than that. He did out-duel Durka in the previous round, which is impressive. With Durka with the op, able to get the spot onto Durka's angle just ahead of him. Now, going in, KJ util up, Flashback gonna get the first headshot on the Alpha Air. Leo in the back boats. Boaster trying to TP in, and he gets 1.
What a spot to try to TP to. Foxy9 able to find a kill though. Now Leo taken down, and suddenly DRX maybe bringing this one back from the brink. Mako down low, 33 HP. He TPs forward. Durka noticing him, gets him. It's Foxy9 able to find a kill. The 1v1, the pop flash. Flash for flash. He's hanging back for the time being. Foxy tries to take the fight, but Chronicle says no. Sorry, kid, I got a couple more years and a few trophies under my belt.
I mean, I get why Foxy sticks around for that duel. Initially, he catches Chronicle in kind of an awkward position. Just couldn't get his aim under control faster than Chronicle could. First shot really, really good here. Second flash doesn't catch him at all, and you can see he had enough opportunity there, enough time, did Foxy potentially to get that, but Chronicle so clean with that Vandal. Able to find the shots ahead of time, and a nice try by Foxy, but again, DRX losing important pieces early in these rounds, like Stacks with that Hunter's Fury, Buzz with that op, makes that round way more difficult than you'd like it to be, of course. But they're trying to duel some of these Fnatic players, and sure, they win from time to time, but overall, the combined efforts of Fnatic are just too strong for them to topple, and the rounds that have gone well have widely been on Buzz just popping off.
Yeah. Buzz are now situated here in heaven. Durka, Chronicle, not far off. Pushing up chat. Smoke comes down. Paranoia flying across. Will get Poster, so now he can't peek to try to shut down the entry. The ping out on the Chronicle as well. Door gonna be shut. Sight is theirs. Flashback. But just dump the lockdown here, and he will. Below heaven. Chronicle taking up top. He does have that fragment. Maybe he can try to break it. It's a little bit too late, though. They have to back away.
Do you have a lineup for that spot? Is the real question. That's a tricky one. Yeah, just lob it in there. Yeah.
A 4v4. Stacks it wine. Mako moving up into the smoke. Sees the shots flying, but Boaster somehow gets him. It barely takes any damage. Flashback Buzz, one apiece. Now into the 2v2, but Leo able to get the wall bang. And Buzz distracted as he drops down over the top rope. Holding for the defuse, mildly close, but still Fnatic able to take it down 9-3 in the half.
I mean, the coordination here at the end of the round between Leo and Chronicle is just absolutely stunning. Chronicle, 18 kills, out-fragging Buzz right now. He is having an absolutely stellar map, and that Paranoia coming in.
I mean, this
is just unfair.
I don't know how Boaster only took like 25 damage.
That wallbang by Leo, that's unbelievable. Just the senses they have.
Yeah. Well, the brutality continues here for DRX. 3-9 in the half. They've had bigger comebacks. They are going to be swapping over onto that defender side where you typically do feel quite comfortable. But with Fnatic this fired up, this on point, it feels like we're just in for a very fast semifinal.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I mean, I think we're seeing now the real weaknesses starting to be that we've kind of been seeing glimpses of in some of the previous matchups for DRX with this squad, with some of the agent swaps. You know, Stacks' Sova still leaves something to be desired, of course, but he is, again, very, very new on this agent. He just started playing it within the last couple of weeks on stage. You know, Foxy9, he's up and down. His Killjoy has been pretty good, I think, but his initiators at times have looked okay, but here on Ascent has been pretty lackluster. I don't know what's going on with Mako. He's on Omen. This should be kind of his bread and butter, but he is really good on the defender side usually. He's a really nasty side anchor for DRX on that Omen. Flashback has been okay. He's at least able to trade out kills, but a lot of that is kind of Fnatic being willing to, you know, sacrifice a player to make sure that they're able to get him as well often. And Buzz, man, I mean, he's always been one of my favorite duelists to watch, and this is why. The guy is so versatile, so talented, has a tremendous competitive spirit. I mean, you can just see that Buzz, when things start going south, that he completely turns it on. He finds other gears, and it's what's made him such a special player for DRX for so long.
Hoping attempted the shock dart there from Stacks, trying to see if he can get a catch. Everybody just waiting back, though, as we have a double push-up. Alfier about to send the turret. Mako just around the corner, and Alfier takes out Foxy9. Mako now swinging, but now there's 2 players. Does he go for the re-peek? I don't think it would be wise. Shows the shoulder for a brief moment. Takes a little bit more damage, now has to back away.
Look, he got the ghost. He got his prize. It's better safe than sorry there.
Flashback holding close. Still, some of it at least has been cleared out, and now you know that there's some additional presence. Buzz creeping forward. Does get taken down by Chronicle. And that's going to be the go button here for them to start rotating over towards A. Maybe Mako would try to shut the door. He's wary about somebody approaching in from main. Alphair was there, but Chronicle got there first. Headshot comes through. 2v3. Flashback and stacks, ghosts in hand. Looking to see if he can pull off this pistol round win.
Sidestepped it. Just incredible presence of mind from Leo.
Stacks was spotted, so they know exactly where everyone's at. Turret for turret. Recon dart at the ready. Both sending them. As the shots go flying through the floor.
Comes Alpha.
Connections not being made. Flashback trying to creep up. Alpha is arriving from behind, but Leo still able to find the kill. Stacks getting one. Tries to pivot to the 180, but can't line up the shot. Chronicle with 3 will end it. Get a second pistol round win here for Fnatic in the map and move up to double digits.
Very good stuff. I saw some okay things there out of DRX, but Fnatic is just so good. I mean, the way Chronicle reads the positioning of Mako there, I think they might have caught a glimpse of him as he was rounding that corner, and he is just so ready, as Mako had to worry about a couple different angles. He didn't know if somebody's coming from A main, so he has to kind of be aware of that as well, and right as he swings, Chronicle's just got his crosshair right on the money, and 21 kills now for Chronicle. Just absolutely just crushing him.
Yeah. He's been destroying. And that's what I was saying, you know, when I was talking about Durka and the impact that we were seeing from him on that first map, because it has been Chronicle, it has been Alpha here, who are absolutely dominant. Leo up there as well, but now Durka pretty much right there alongside of him.
Well, you've got 3 players on this team who could top frag for like almost any other team in the world. I mean, it's just absolutely insane the depth that this roster has.
Yeah. Even with the deficit though, DRX still opting to just play the economy game, play it for the long term, rather than try to get the quick win.
Yeah, it's good practice. I wouldn't mind him see him force here as well to try that out. Well, that's not going to feel great for Flashback, but he at least gets out alive.
Down to 65. Mako, Boxing 9 starting to inch forward, maybe a peek over at A man. Yeah, they're pushing up now, but both are rotating away. Buzz ends up falling here in mid. Wait now, over towards this B site. They know Flashback's here. They know that he's going to be
30 seconds left.
chipped away at least a little bit. Stacks now back site. Great headshot. Finds one. But Boaster, they're kind of aware of it. Foxy will be able to get one elimination. Flashback.
Hello?
Trying to push his way in, but seems like just a delayed reaction, not fully realizing what exactly he just stumbled upon. As Alpha, will find Foxy, and now he's kind of pinned in. Try to flash his way out, but Alpha pointing at his screen, wondering what is happening. It does take him down. 3 members survive. Fnatic now moving up to 11.
Yep. About what you would expect there. A few kind of delayed reactions from DRX. Nice headshot from Stacks, but Boaster again setting up in these tricky positions. You know, this really shows how well the homework is done by this team. He's looking right at him. He had to be looking at his map. Had to be. You know, Flashback's got good reflexes. He's generally been pretty good with that kind of thing, and yeah, it's just, what are you doing? Yeah. I think Foxy 9 trying to get a little tricky, a little creative, but not going to work against players of this caliber.
I think Alpha was just astounded at the lack of utility on the peak.
Yeah, that too.
Clearly, DRX a bit frazzled here. Orb is going to be snatched up. Leo now 1 away from having that Hunter's Fury unlocked. He's going to rotate over, maybe even just do Orb collection on the opposite side of the map.
Why not? I mean, you've got DRX on the back foot. Might as well try to win more. There's no reason not to. Just get this over, get that rest, get ready for those grand finals. If you're Fnatic, that's what you're looking for.
And throwing their way forward. Turret going to be cleared out. Get sights on Flashback there for a brief moment. Boaster moving forward. Clears the alarm bot. Really ramping up the pressure here on the map.
My ult is ready.
As all this util gets cleared out. The ambiguity about where Fnatic want to take this
30 seconds left.
greater and greater. Push forward, up in towards market, instant trade. Stax finding one, Chronicle quick on the reply. Hunter's Fury from Leo. Had the ping on a flashback, and he even gets the tag on a Foxy9 across the map. What a read from Leo, softening him up. Buzz with the quick reaction, able to find the headshot. Time dwindling. His poster has to try to make his way down into the site. Buzz was the last vestige of hope here, really, for DRX. Mako now sprinting across. Gets the weapon out for a brief moment, but then Leo finishes the job. 12-3, Fnatic once again looking to deliver a 13-3 scoreline to close out this series and punch their ticket to the grand final.
Looking great for Fnatic. Just everybody in the right place at the right time. It feels like, again, Leo's utility, you can't say it enough, how smart he is, how accurate he is, just how aware of positioning. And again, Fnatic just has DRX's playbook on download. Every position of every player seems to be mentally accounted for at all times. And Leo, even there from B main, catches Mako completely off guard. Oh, that's pretty good, though.
Yeah, double push up in mid. Stax able to find the kill. Mako leading the charge. Flashback, however, going to get taken down. Stax now the closest to try to defend this as Foxy9 swings around through alley. Couple shots flying. But suppressed as Chronicle continues to pulse out with the null command.
Hunter's Fury available for Stax.
Likely have to just wait this out. Okay, Hunter's Fury now being opened up. Okay, that actually distracts Chronicle for a brief moment, so Mako swings in, finds the kill, finds three. Mako suddenly coming alive a little bit here, but now Durka could be the one to pull this off. Gets the headshot. The tap on the spike, the swing forward, Buzz can finish him off. The fuse comes in, no 13-3 this time. DRX get themselves up to 4.
I thought Durka was going to pull it off. It's just like he's one of those players when he's in moments like that and he's able to isolate fights, you just think this guy can do this no problem any day of the week. It's a good start here for DRX, catching Alfier kind of out in the open there, going for that jiggle peek, and then Mako's able to take space and wrap all the way through B main off of that pick. And so DRX there, with a little help from that Hunter's Fury as well, able to flush enough players out to keep this alive and make it just one player too difficult for Durka to clutch.
Let's see if this continues. It's the Sheriff here from Durka, so gonna be planning on trying to get himself an ult orb. Alpier, he gets himself an ult. 2 ult orbs in the way of killing people. Cleaning them up here in mid. Stax and Mako once again trying to have some forward presence, and Alpier, he's looking to end this. Foxy9 dead. Buzz will put an end to that reign of terror, but Buzz also knocked down to 30 HP, and Chronicle will finish him off. All now on Flashback, who's caught in mid. Fnatic have had enough. 13-4, they take down DRX in ever so convincing fashion, 2-0, and they earn their way into the Red Bull home ground grand final versus Cloud9.
Clean and efficient as you would expect from these guys. Just fantastic reads on DRX, top to bottom. Fantastic.